I'm kind of floored by this, to be honest.
PhD level intelligence, baby.
It looks way worse.
Welcome back to the Feature Crew, everyone. Recently on the channel, we've been testing OpenAI's new O1 series of reasoning models, and we wanted to focus in today on coding ability and put the new models head-to-head and figure out which is the best coder. Dylan, you want to get us set up?
So I'm going to tee up both O1 Mini and O1 Preview, having a chance to give us some examples of how they reason through writing code.
Yeah, so we were trying to think, before filming the video, an easy idea for what the LLM should try to build here. Everybody loves Farmville. Everybody had their Farmville phase back in, what was it, like 2010, even earlier? And so we're bringing it into the 2020s, and we're going to have both O1 Mini and O1 Preview build server Farmville. So it's like Farmville, but you're building a server farm, a simulation game, simple, and we're giving them a decent amount of creative agency with sort of the key piece that it should be a single file that can run. And so we'll see how they do.
Interesting. Again, O1 Mini, blazing fast. It just thought for a couple of seconds. Coding lightweight, web-based game, similar to Farmville, but themed around building GPU farm. This includes HTML, JavaScript, and CSS, and then it just goes into it.
So we have our HTML generated from O1 Mini and from O1 Preview, and Dylan has saved them as files. So now we're gonna, for the first time, reveal the code that they've generated, and we're gonna start with O1 Mini.
Now we have Serverville Mini. So this is the code that was generated by O1 Mini. I can buy a GPU. Wow. I mean, it does something. There we go. We got our two GPUs going.
And it's ticking up.
Can
it's
anything
ticking
bad
up.
happen to my GPUs? Like, do they
I need
get
to see
worse? Do they
flood?
See if I can upgrade it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you can see the earnings go up. I appreciate that the UI is not awful, and I also love directing our attention to the bottom of the screen. Copyright 2024 Serverville Inc.
Yup.
This thing's seen a lot of SaaS landing pages. Wow.
I mean, okay, obviously this is very toy, but
Dude, you are racking up the dollars.
dude, I've already got 3 GPUs. So I'm going to leave this ticking over because I like to see the numbers go up. And I'm going to quickly open up the other one. So this is going to be, I just launched the O1 Preview. It looks way worse. I'm going to be honest. Like, obviously this is not, the preview, the mini side is not great, but this is just very basic. I mean, interesting. I just have 2 squares.
Laid them out.
Income per second. Wow. Upgrade GPUs. Well,
I'm kind of floored that Mini had a much
I mean,
better
at least
vision.
it has an error page. Let's see, can I upgrade GPUs? Oh, I mean, they get colored. Oh,
Color,
Okay.
There you go.
okay. I guess I can just create.
We've maxed out on color, though, I guess.
I guess.
We are expanding rapidly.
We are. Whoa!
So you can only
Okay.
upgrade once then, is that right?
Yeah. So I'm already ticking over. I'm about to be a billionaire. Honestly, O1 Mini smoked O1 Preview,
yeah,
at least in
absolutely.
this, right? Like, this clearly looks a lot better. It kind of got the gist of the game. Like, oh, like, you have these GPUs, and it's cute. I'm sure we could continue iterating on it. It's like, oh, like, it could actually be a bit of a real game. This is just obviously, like, broken in the sense of you're upgrading all your GPUs. You can, buy things, like, and then upgrade them all. There's not that many colors. At least this has, like, an idea of levels independently. I can see that there was a vision for this.
I'm kind of floored
say-
by this, to be honest. This is wild.
Yeah.
How big the gap is.
Maybe we should give it like another slightly open-ended prompt, like make it a better game, or make it a more interesting game, or make it a harder game, or see how they can like do multi-step reasoning here.
And so we can see, even just seeing how it's thinking, or rather, it didn't think that long, but the enhancements it's suggesting is good. Things like maintenance cost, multiple GPU types, limited upgrade levels. We'll see if it actually added it properly or not. I'm skeptical. Okay.
Oh, okay.
O1 Mini has built with love by OpenAI. Like, it has actually.
By OpenAI, OpenAI
They
claimed
just
it.
took possession of our game.
Wow. Okay. Oh, choose GPU to buy. I can
Ooh.
only afford a GTX 380.
Whoa!
Kind of
graphics.
impressed. Again, is this really a game? But it sticks to the instructions. It's actually pretty impressive. I would call this at least Sonnet, level kind of like code interaction, and like
But I have
it's actually
some
kind of
faith
ticking
that if
away.
you gave it more reason, if you said like, "Hey, give me failure states, give me
Whoa!
random events,"
Even RTA has got a different
there's
visual.
variety here.
This can go, up in cost.
Up to 15.
I will say, like, some of the things it had suggested, doesn't appear it's here. Obviously, again, it's not perfect, but if thought about it, I would give this a pass. Like, it's definitely taken what we gave it, improved it. I'm quite impressed actually with O1 Mini's coding.
Yep. Let's check out what O1 Preview did.
So on preview, at least thought a little bit, and then immediately just went into it. Right? It said improve some difficulty, improve some visuals. Okay, and now here's O1 Preview. So it looks pretty similar to what it had before. Not enough money to buy a GPU, and I can't play the game because I don't have enough money. So
PhD level intelligence, baby.
Here we go.
PhD level intelligence. That is classic.
Oh,
So
boy.
O1 Preview, at least in this test, got absolutely smoked by O1 Mini. Right? Like this was definitely kind of conclusive that O1 Mini was doing a lot better job. Like,
Yeah, not even close.
not even
I don't
close.
know if can we do one more. Like, I think this is really fun.
Yeah.
Can we do one more prompt that's like make the game more complex and interesting or something like that? Also, try using the think deeply keyword at the beginning. I found it to like sort of increase the thinking time. Yeah. So now we're just like trying to really make it like divorce from visuals for a second and make it really think about how to make the game a more interesting, better game. We only 9 seconds of thinking on O1 Preview.
Right, because currently what we've seen so far, no failure state, except for O1 Preview where you could not even succeed.
Interestingly, the think deeply keyword seems to have made them type a lot more code.
Yeah.
So both O1 Preview and O1 Mini have seriously started like pumping out some content. But
Jacob
even
the Prompt
5 seconds,
Wizard strikes again.
it finally finished. Yeah, it made more diverse GPU types, resource types,
Wait,
power and
they have
cooling,
power usage. Power and
infrastructure
cooling.
We're
management,
talking.
Yes.
achievements,
Random events? Wait, how much of these are actually implemented? What's going on?
how to play the enhanced serverable, handle potential further enhancements, sound effects, prestige system.
And so once again, Mini doing a much better job explaining what it's done by default. Like it really goes into, hey, here's what I did, here's exactly how it all worked.
O1 Preview also seemed to have introduced resources. I saw power mentioned in its
But way
response.
less code. Like it's, yeah, wow.
Well, let's see. So at the very end, I'm just going to leave it down here. We're looking at Mini first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Serverable,
Power-
ultimate GPU farm.
Ultimate.
Power plants,
I
cooling
am
system,
feeling the
research and upgrades, achievements, events, reset game.
Wait. I wonder how...
is-
Do these work?
Well, let's see. I've got 5,000, so I'm going to start with a cooling system and power plant. Oh, you know what?
Oh, it
It looks
broke.
like it's kind of
Can you
broken.
buy a GPU at all?
Yeah, I can't buy a GPU anymore.
Oh.
These don't
brutal.
work. Does it actually work? No, reset game doesn't work at all.
Wait, and how... Maybe just say, like, purchasing GPUs, power plants, and cooling systems isn't working, and let it try to fix it while we take a look at O1 Preview.
Anyway, we'll see. Okay, in the meantime, let's have a look at one preview. So it's done a simple thing. I can now actually buy a basic GPU. It's done research and power management as well. Buy a quantum GPU. But let's go ahead. Okay, we bought a basic GPU. It seems to be ticking over faster now. So it's decided that that is better.
Yeah, but worth
Power
calling out
capacity.
the SVG it did is apparently a gray square with a orange tick off the bottom.
Yeah, like a tiny little orange.
I don't know what I'm looking at here. I mean, GPT Mini's second go at this was significantly more inspired.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that, like, the base level feature didn't work, you know?
But I will give it to O1 Mini. It was trying its best. Again, it could just be because the file is getting so long. If we had multiple files, maybe everything would have worked. I'm still very impressed with what it's been doing so far, though. Like, this is definitely whether it's reasoning or not.
You got a power surge.
We have power.
Oh,
surge.
so it did random events.
It did random events.
Did anybody notice if it actually affect the power?
I think it did, because I think I saw
He hasn't
power
bought
cuts
anything
again.
else, so it did. It cut it in half.
Hmm.
I guess I can buy... Are we buying another basic GPU, or are we going to wait till we get 2,000?
I think- You know, we can wait and see if...
We can wait.
I mean, because we can go back
See
and
if
test
Yeah, let's see if Mini fixed its issue.
In the meantime, we're going to see if Mini did a good job. I'm just pasting this in. In the meantime, as well, it said key corrections and enhancements. I'm just going to see what it thought about as well. Like, that is actually kind of promising. It thought for 11 seconds specifically, and it even tries to say, like, oh,
GPUs are 20% cheaper.
They're on sale. Sorry, we noticed a GPU sale and had to jump over.
Wow. Unfortunately, I could just buy lots of basic GPUs though.
Yeah.
Are we going to do it?
Crank them. Let's go.
No, too late.
Too late. We missed it.
Anyway, coming back to the O1 Mini. So now I'm going to refresh and see if it upgraded. Oof, let me just make sure I've actually copy-pasted the right code. Should be saved. Unfortunately, no. It still looks like it's broken. I mean, these buttons still don't work. And I'm pretty sure this is the same.
Can you do the research on preview?
Research? You want advanced GPUs?
Mm-hmm.
Research advanced GPUs. You can now purchase advanced GPUs. Oh.
But you always could, right?
Well, it had the button, but I don't know if...
Is it going to work or not? Well, it's
blocking
everything.
But when you click quantum, it doesn't give you the failure, so it's clearly distinguishing that you haven't. Like, even though it's not showing a disabled state on that button, it's clearly not doing the same behavior. So it is interesting. Like, to sum it up a little bit, we liked the UI that O1 Mini generated better, and O1 Mini out the gate did a more impressive game, but then it got, with an open-ended prompt, it got too ambitious and built something too big for it to maintain.
Yep.
Whereas, O1 Preview kind of stayed strong and built a simpler, kind of crummier game, but was able to keep it working the whole time.
Yeah. Fascinating. This was a really interesting test in terms of seeing O1 Mini and O1 Preview. We've definitely heard that Mini can outperform Preview in some cases. So,
and I think that's supported here, right? Like that there's there's neither model is clearly better, and like sorry to the audience that there isn't maybe a more clear cut conclusion here, but we established last week that it's not a huge jump from 4.0, but there is a jump, there is an improvement, and there is probably in some areas, again, like an edge that O1 Preview has over O1 Mini. But there also seem to be some areas and some scenarios where O1 Mini actually performs better and is significantly cheaper. I think that's something we should mention for the users. Yep. So it's a big deal, and it also sort of shows that some of these reasoning gains that we're getting and some of these overall performance gains that we're getting will come to small models, like a lot of the stuff we've seen in the past. From large language models transferring their intelligence and their reasoning capabilities to small language models. It's nice to see that this is happening in the new architecture as well.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Great. Well, hopefully you enjoyed us walking through some tests here, seeing the difference between O1 Mini, O1 Preview. If you have any other ideas for shows, comparisons you want us to see, are there prompts that you really want us to try out, let us know in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and we will see you next time on the Feature Crew.